You're listening to the Sensuality Project Podcast, where the messiness of real life gets sexy, hosted by Stacey Herrera. This podcast is intended for mature audiences only. Episodes contain profane language and topics of a sexual nature that may not be suitable for children. Listener discretion is strongly advised. Welcome to the Sensuality Project Podcast. I am your host, Stacey Herrera. I'm so excited. I am so excited about this. I had been talking about doing a podcast for a really long time and just never bit the bullet. But I couldn't be happier about how this is all unfolding. I have had the most expansive conversations. The women that I have had the pleasure of speaking with thus far are amazing. We have talked about everything from penetration and white privilege, and we've explored oral sex and money stories, and we've talked about like sisterhood and vibrators. I just can't even begin to tell you how funny and evolutionary this experience has been and will continue to be. These conversations have been so nourishing for me. Like every single time I've wrapped one up, I always feel like I have sat down for Sunday dinner. Like it's so expansive. So I'm really excited about bringing this to you. Let's see. I guess I should give you a little bit of a backstory about me, right? Well, if you don't follow me on the internet and all the social media channels, I am the creator of the Sensuality Project. And the Sensuality Project is a little bit coachy, a little bit movement, a lot of sisterhood. It's really about my mission is to help women like you to become more intimate with themselves, because when we are intimate with ourselves, we are capable of expanding and creating beautiful, dynamic relationships, romantic and otherwise. We show up more fully in every aspect of our lives. I just want every woman to be fully expressed, because I believe that full expression is the magic ingredient to fulfillment. And I think because of the climate that we're living in right now, we are being called to be as expressed as we've ever been. So this podcast is kind of an extension of that. And so all of the conversations have been just that. This is a platform for women to be raw and real. The format is conversational, so I'm not interviewing anyone. I do ask some questions, and some of them are quite hilarious, if I do say so myself. But it's not an interview style podcast. It's really just two girls having conversations and talking about whatever comes up. Future episodes might include more than two women, but so far I've only had myself and one other woman on each call, each track at a time. So that's what it looks like right now, but I am open to it evolving. And the podcast will also have a community that will support it. So I'm super excited about that. The community will open up in October, and I will be discussing and giving you ways to join in the fun on later episodes. So you can look forward to that. In the meantime, though, I want you to share this podcast with your friends, because it's a sisterhood party, right? It's a sisterhood party. Just raw and real discussions, grown women talking about grown shit. Like that's my tagline. Grown women talking about grown shit. So that's what this is about. You can expect an episode to drop once a week. Eventually, my intention is to do 2 episodes a week, but for now, we're starting with just one. And I'm a one-woman show, so I apologize in advance for any sound quality issues. I'm doing my best, and I do plan to get professional editing in the future, so you can look forward to that too. In the meantime, I am doing this. I'm starting where I'm at, which is what I encourage all of my clients and every woman I meet to do. Start where you're at. It doesn't have to be perfect. Done is better than perfect. My very first coach taught me that. Done is better than perfect. And I believe that when we show up in our truth, in the raw and real truth and be okay with the messiness and expect deliciousness at the same time, magic happens. So this podcast is magical. I'm looking forward to it. Again, share it with your friends. Tune in for an episode every week. And yeah, that's it. The Sensuality Project is produced, edited, and hosted by me. Music by bensound.com. The Sensuality Project Podcast is a production of stacyherrera.com.